on the air, an airplane. What the freak? Charlie. What are those? Oh, look at you. Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Dr. Stone Season 4, Episode 4, Dr. X. I'm assuming Dr. X is the evil Senku. Last episode, they were looking for corn, and then there was this dude that just started shooting at them with a machine gun, and I'm like, who the heck are you? And then he said something like he was asking himself, why did they find out? And I'm like, why did they find out? What? Like, no, that question was puzzling me. Hopefully this episode is gonna give me an answer. So yeah, that's what happened in last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting Patreon at patreon.com/feelingme. And now let's start this episode, and here we go.
Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comments in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
Hey, true. Did they make the machine gun, or was it just, I mean, I know it's been thousands of years and everything, but it could be that they found it. I don't know. Military equipment. Why did it look like he was excited about that? What did you hear? Are they underwater? Like a submarine? On the air? An airplane? What the freak? Charlie. What are those? Oh, look at you. It seems so like, oh. They have some kind of mischievous smiles on their faces. Not all of them, but like some of them. I'm assuming those people are from these favorite. Oh lale, I won't let you down. Chroma. I said it before, but he's the one I look at when it comes to that part. He's so entranced. Oh, he's so cute. You're going fast enough so that you can evade him? Doesn't look like it. Oh, here goes the one maneuvering the boat. The little hippie. It's not even him that's hurt. Boy. He's trying to blind them so they don't see. What you thinking? What you thinking? What you doing? But what is that? Oh, she's gonna throw it. But she's an expert at throwing stuff. There you go, Chroma. Okay, what's the stable footing? He's standing. Oh my god, Taiju. Okay, what is that gonna do? Oh, seems like the motor is not working anymore. Or it's failing or something. Engine knocking? Okay. Weren't you speaking English before? Well, they can't continue in English like throughout the show, right? This is like a translation convention? I didn't know that term if it was not for Ryan George. Elegant countermeasure. Well, they got two of them. Even though one is more advanced. Don't be counting out Chrome. Oh, yeah. They're going after the plane? Oh my goodness, and of course Taiju's ready. Why is Chrome holding on the flag? That they've conquered it, oh my goodness. No. So there, Korewa. What did you find? Oh.
本来奇襲を受けたら一旦退避がセオリーなんだけどね。ワンチャンコーン畑ありゃ開墾増産の数年がっつりすっ飛ばせんだ。
That's true.
その追跡って誰が
Who do you think? Of course you're gonna be there. Wait, was he gonna say gorilla? And then he's like, no, I don't want to get punched.
本当にこっちでいいのか間違いないのよクラムちゃん。
Kurama-chan.
ほらね
What kind of investigative music?
なくないメンタリストの俺なんかこんな尾行簡単すぎて
Too easy? Wait, is it a trap?
誘ってんじゃない
It's a trap.
腹立つね
Ooh.
メンタリストにそういう勝負挑んじゃう
Oh. We don't often see those kind of looks on his face.
連敗っちゅうわけにはいかないのよ俺もさ
Please, you.
こっか
I
ら
believe in you.
進んじゃダメよクラムちゃん琥珀ちゃん俺が花で道しるべつけるから
So the trap. That's why the trap is supposed to be set. White flag. Oh. Speaking English.
誰どこにいたの全然気づかなかった
Right. They patting him down?
ただあちこちなんか仕込んでんじゃん何者よ
A magician?
うわマジシャンばっかだかっちりしてんの
Only your fingers?
あんた少なくとも戦闘員じゃないお仲間の達人侍
Master Samurai buddies.
たいこと山ほどあんだおあんたもだろ会いなようちのリーダー先生に
My leader, doctor? Come meet my leader, doctor.
着いたぜ
So that's the airfield over there, right?
やっぱりね。あったよ、コーン農園ジーマーで、センクちゃん。
What the heck?
牛酪農まで始めちゃってるわけ。そこが滑走路ね。飛行機がさっきの一機だけってことはないんだろうけど。
Makes sense.
かいす。そっちじゃねえよ。
I wonder how long they've been out.
工場。おい、ゼノ。
You know?
やっぱここか。めでたいぜ。我らが新世界初のお客さんだ。
The new world?
ジーマーでプロの科学者。
What are they doing? Okay.
おう、はじめましてだ。自己紹介がまだだったね。そこにいる毒ガス吸引という実に奇妙な習慣を持つ男はヘレンリー・スナイダー。
Stanley? Former soldier.
僕はドクターゼノ。君は誰かな？どこから来た？近い。
Asagiri again? From Japan? I have no clue.
朝霧源って名前で日本でマジシャン的なことやってたの。もしかしてこれって
What are you thinking?
心電図、ポリグラフ、
What the freak?
的な
Eh?
メンタリストにそういう勝負挑んじゃう。
Why do I love it when they make those faces?
もう地獄の作業。特に王国のリーダーがスパルタといで逃げてきちゃったってわけ。驚くほど揺らがないね。とかめでたいね。いや、とんでもない正直者か。
Yeah.
どちらも僕は大好きだ。
Uh-huh.
潜り込んどくからさ、センクちゃん。その科学屋のリーダーっての潰せば一発じゃ。その科学者の名前は？
Oh, he has an X on his face. Oh my goodness, I'm just not noticing.
センクちゃんバトルもやしだもん。とにかく丈夫な人、俺が代わりに戦うぞとか言ってくれ。
Good stuff. Soka says stuff.
名はタイドクター・タイジュ。そそるぞこれは。
Wow, is that so funny? Of all the people that he could pick, he picks Taiju. Oh my goodness. The most unscientific person on the team. Oh yeah. Okay. Should I really say that? The most unscientific? I don't know. Yeah. Because I don't want to say, but he's the most dumb. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. So last episode they ended with them basically realizing that there's this evil doctor, right? And then they started this episode, they just like on the was it a river? Water? Whatever. And they're basically talking about this possible science guy that's also awakened in all these things. And then I believe Senku said that they were slightly more advanced than they are, at least military wise. And then Ukyo is like, I hear something. It's like he hears some kind of engine, and I'm like, wait, so they're following them, right? And Kwaku was like, no, I don't see anybody. When she said that, and then she was looking on the water, and I'm like, okay, so it must be underwater, right? But it turns out that no, these people have a plane. Oh my goodness. And then the plane was sort of like, this has these jagged edges, and I'm like, how are you supposed to like defend against that? But you have Senku, Senku and his scientific brain. He just like started thinking, and then took a flask, got some water, threw something in there, was shaking and shaking, and then you have Chrome there, like with the cord, making a cord, and then Senku threw the thing to Kirisame, and then he asked her, okay, what else do you need? And she's like, I need a cord, and I need a stable footing, and then that was Chrome that threw the cord at her, and then I'm like, okay, what's gonna be the stable footing that she's gonna be needing? It turns out to be Taiju. And he was being supported by, I believe, Kohaku and Kinro. So she was there, just she threw the thing at the plane, and then the plane just started sort of like stalling, and then the engine was knocking, I believe, and then it just crashed. And then the guy was like, "Oh, seems like they have a science person like you," because he was in contact with Dr. X, right? And the doctor is like, "Oh, they probably had some kind of," he said some kind of chemical compound that I don't remember. And then that's what they do, is like, so they have a science person like you, right? So after that happened, they're like, okay, we need to go to where the plane crashed. We need to get there before they call reinforcements. And then they find the plane there. Senku and Rusui are so like overexcited, because they wanted the plane. And then you see Taiju, and they're just like chopping the trunk, the tree down, and then they were carrying. And then you see a Chrome have it like standing on like a giant cord that's sort of like around the trunk of the tree, right? He's standing there with like a flag in his hand that sort of like had I believe the Kingdom Science logo or something or other like that. I'm like, oh my goodness, like they conquered something or other, and they took that away. And then Kohaku notices that there's this corn stuff on it. And then that's when they're like, oh, so they must have some kind of cornfield, because the plane has to, has to have a runway of some kind, right? And they're thinking it's sort of like a cornfield, and that basically told them that there's actual corns, around, which is why they came to the Americas in the first place. So after that happened, they're like, okay, now we need to find this person that was shooting at them. And it turns out the people that are going to be on the team to be looking for these people is Gen, which makes sense. And then you have Chrome, which, he's the explorer. So of course it makes sense. And then you have Kohaku, who can, spot things far in advance, and she's also a fighter. So like the team completely makes sense. And then they were, following the footprints of this dude. And then Gan is like, wait, this seems way too easy. And I'm like, wait, is this a trap? And he's like, well, yes, this is a trap. And then he's sort of like, who do you think I am? That kind of look on his face, like between me, the mentalist, and you trying to lure me. And then he started remembering the poker game where he sort of like put things together for that poker game and everything, but then he still lost and he felt some kind of way about it. And now he's like, I'm gonna redeem myself with this thing. So he just told the others to stay behind, let him go first. He was gonna be leaving them a trail of flowers for them to follow. And then he goes to basically the where the trap's supposed to be set. And then he brought out a little white flag. And then the dude dropped down in front of him and then started patting him. And then it's like, again, it's like he doesn't have any kind of weapons or anything. But then he's like, no, but you still have things on you. Then he's like, I'm a magician. And then the dude is like, I have questions for you. And then come, let's go meet my leader. You also have questions, right? So they started going. Then they were showing us their place, their kingdom, their new world, because that's what they do call it. When they reach the leader, he's like, we have our first guest in the new world or something or other like that. So we have the kingdom. We had the kingdom of might, right? And we had the kingdom of science with Senku. Now we have the new world. They meet Dr. Zeno, and Gen is like, this guy is clearly an adult, and he's clearly a professional scientist. Which I was gonna say maybe that makes him smarter than Senku, but I don't want anyone to be smarter than Senku. I don't know. Maybe it's not that he's smarter than Senku, but he has more experience than Senku in the scientific world. I'm gonna say that. Then they go there, and then he started like putting his foot in water. And I'm like, what the heck is he doing? And then the arms were in the water, and I'm like, what the heck is this? And then he started asking him questions, and then we were looking at the wall with all these things. And I believe Gen said at one point in EKG, when he said EKG, that's when I'm like, wait, is this some kind of lie detector test thing? And that's exactly what it was. But with Gen being an accomplished liar, when they asked him a question, his answer was so like on point. There were no fluctuations, nothing that could tell that he was lying. And when you look at the answer, I was about to say it's sort of like true, but then the one lie in his sentence was, in his response, was that he fled the kingdom of science, which was not true. But when he said that the leader or whatever was this tyrannical that was working them to the bones, that was all true. Okay, but the fact that he said that he was fleeing them or he defected or something or other, that's the part that was not true. But either way, the doctor is like, either he's telling the truth or he's an accomplished liar. And but then he said like either way he likes both kinds of people, I guess. And then I believe it was Stanley, right, that said that they just needed to kill the science dude, and then that's it. And then that's where again it started sort of like panicking, because he's like, Senku doesn't really know how to fight. You know? And then he's like, okay, but who's gonna be, what exactly did they say? How exactly did they say it? Let me see. Who might offer to fight on our behalf? Senku-chan's totally useless in battle. Who's tough? Who might offer to fight on our behalf? When he said who's tough, my mom immediately went to Tsukasa. But then, when you think about it, the Stanley saw them when he was like machine gunning them down and everything. He saw Senku and everybody else, not Senku, Tsukasa and everybody else. So I feel like if he has said Tsukasa and then they miss Tsukasa, he's gonna be like, no, this is not a science dude, you know, because that one clearly a fighter or something or other like that. But then he said Taiju. Oh my goodness, that was so funny. And then when you have Taiju in science, in a science outfit or whatever, and then he's like, this is exhilarating. That was so funny. It was so funny. I don't like, I don't get, oh, I was trying to say, I don't get why he had to lie sort of about who the scientist was. I mean, it's a bad thing if they were to lose Senku, so it makes sense that he wouldn't actually say that Senku was the science user. But I guess Taiju's tougher. Clearly tougher than Senku. So maybe if these dudes try to do something to Taiju, he can sort of like withstand it better, I guess. I don't know. I guess we'll see how that's gonna play out. Yeah. That was funny though. Taiju, this is exhilarating. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, the link is gonna be in the pinned comments. You can just click on it and you can watch it right now. I'll see you next time. Bye. Shine on me, shine on me. Oh la le, I won't let you down.